Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for January 19th. Currently looking at the U.S. Japanese yen pair. This pair moved lower, created a new high or new low, and then moved back higher and closed higher. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a slight bias to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 91.74, possibly as low as 89.74. Look for some resistance around 91.31. And look for some support around 90.59. Okay, now looking at the Euro USD pair, this pair closed lower, moved lower, created a new low, broke previous support areas. To do so, did pull back a little bit before closing. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 144.80. Possibly as low as 141.83. Look for some resistance around 143.35. And look for some support around 142.50. Okay, now the pound US dollar pair. This particular pair moved much higher in early trading in the session, pulled back to close within previous areas of resistance. We are looking for this pair to continue moving higher with a bias to the upside. Look for it to potentially move as high as 165.47, possibly as low as 162.22. Look for some resistance around 164.57 and look for some support around 163.06. Now let's take a look at the US Swiss. This pair moved higher, closed higher, pulled back into similar support and resistance areas that we had about 2 weeks ago. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a slight bias to the upside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 1.0407, possibly as low as 10177. Look for some resistance around 10355 and look for some support around 10225. Now, as far as news announcements goes, we do have the pound releasing the Bank of England policy meeting minutes at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. There's also the jobless claims change for December being released at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is things have moved from a negative 6.3K to a negative 4.6K. And we also have the Canadian dollar releasing the CPI for December at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that things have moved from 0.5% to a negative 0.1%. So definitely keep an eye on those. We are also looking for the New Zealand US dollar pair to move lower. If it does so, let me zoom out a little bit. That may be too much. Okay. Basically, what we're looking for is a break of this session's low to go short. And where would we go to, where would we look to exit at this session's low? It's about 90 pips down. I do believe we could, because this is at areas of historical support, I do believe we'll see support at that level. However, if we do break through it or within the next session, I do anticipate us hitting this area of support and this area of resistance would be the new support. So I could definitely see it coming down to that point. And just to give you an idea of how many pips that would be, you're looking at the first level at about 95 pips, second level at around the 200 pip range, 212 area. So this potential trade could be very good as far as the distance to go ahead and profit from it, especially if you use a 150 pip stop loss. You should be fine and look for to grab 200 pips from this. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.